Hi everyone, my name's Sarah. This is the Sarah Seeking Ikigai YouTube channel. And in this playlist, I am reading aloud the essays that I've originally written on Substack. And this week we're up to number 6. And it was originally written on October the 22nd last year. Let me just check. Yes, 2023. It's called Let Cars Out at Junctions. And it was when I was part of the Rite of Passage training program. So this one's a bit shorter and it's a bit more constrained because there was a theme that I had to write against, but hopefully you'll see how it fits into the broader picture of Ikigai. So enjoy.
Seeking Ikigai, the joy that life brings.
Let cars out at junctions. AKA, being vulnerable with strangers helped me see that small positive actions are part of my reason for being. I'm overstimulated. I'm on an online writing training program called Rite of Passage. I'm feeling energized, but concerned I may not belong. I come to each assignment with motivation and inspiration. Our awesome tutor David shares tips and frameworks that make sense. In it, I get instantly transported into a private room with 2 random members of the cohort a few times each session. I've felt an affinity with everyone I've met so far. I read their work. I love it. And it inspires me, but I also get scared. They sound cleverer than me, more insightful, more lyrical, and I have to fight against myself. We were asked to brainstorm 3 things we love and 3 things we love to rant about. You only get a few minutes, which eliminates procrastination, and you just have to go for it. We were then asked to look back at those 6 items and consider where we may have an essay idea with a clear call to action. I decided to be brave, and I jumped into talking to Anna and Andrew about what I'd written and what my instinctive essay idea was. So, on the Things I Love column. Number 1, spreading positivity. I was thinking about a call to action, find 10 things tomorrow to spread positivity. Number 2, tech for good. Number 3, sci-fi. Things I love to rant about. Number 1, people moaning and being negative, but not actually trying to change anything. Number 2, misogyny. And if you wanted to be an active ally, what would you do differently tomorrow? And number 3, people who have an opinion on things that don't affect them, but feel strongly enough about it that they endanger others. I was thinking about things like trans rights, gender-affirming care, abortion and others. So my instinctive number 1 idea was to spread positivity. So I felt I definitely couldn't pick an essay topic to rant about, as that would be a bit hypocritical. My second observation was that my call to action sounded very cliched and non-specific. Do 10 positive things tomorrow? I found it so helpful and inspirational to be vulnerable and open with these strangers. They really helped clarify. And I can now see why a core part of the programme is the thinking that writing is social. They helped me explore what I was thinking, and they gave me confidence to simplify it down to 1 example, which in turn gave a bolder and more specific call to action. Let cars out at junctions. So, how does this relate to my wider objective? What lesson have I learned? When I consider the biggest problems in the world, in the context of my Ikigai journey, what the world needs, I care deeply about understanding why negativity, hate and division can spread so easily. I want to find a way to be kinder, inclusive and more positive. It can be daunting to consider big problems and potentially big solutions, but it helps to break them down and consider whether there are multiple smaller actions that can take us a tiny bit closer to change. Small steps really matter. I got great feedback. I was encouraged to explore. I was given a way through my instinct that made sense and was snappier. Don't water down your actual message with cliché. You want your corner of the world to be more positive? Well, take small concrete steps to make that happen, rather than solely shooting for the moon. Talking through your ideas and fears with a peer group is both scary and a practical way to move forward. So I came to articulate my call to action for the essay assignment. I riffed with my cohort about the fact that each morning on my drive into work, I make it a point to let at least one person out at a junction if they're stuck. I see them, I slow down, I flash my lights, and I give them space to merge in. I love to see the blinking lights flashed in return to say thank you. And so often you see them pay it forward at the next junction. If you're struggling to understand how you can make a compounding difference in your corner of the world to combat negativity, well, tomorrow, make it a point to let someone out. Do it every day. Try to make it a habit and spread smiles in your corner of the world. I'd love to hear from you in the comments what your favourite small act of kindness is. I'm Sarah, seeking Ikigai. Thank you so much for watching.